Hello, welcome to the notes for 2A, trigonometric ratios. Well, that's a big word. Trigonometric ratios. First of all, let's talk about what is trigonometry. Okay, trigonometry is the study of triangle measurements. Okay. Now, trigonometry is a large area of mathematics. We are going to do just the very basics, what we call the first three ratios. So, if I have a triangle, in fact, it has to be an acute triangle, acute angles and a right triangle, sorry about that. Okay, there are three different ratios that we need to learn today. We need to know sine, we need to know cosine, and we need to know tangent. Okay, those are the three. Each of these is a ratio. Remember, a ratio compares two things, usually written as a fraction. Okay, with sine, the ratio of the leg that is opposite the angle to the hypotenuse. So when we look at our picture over here, we're going to be talking about these acute angles, angle A and angle B, and hypotenuse will always be that same side that we've talked about before. And then A and B, one is going to be an opposite leg, and the other one is going to be an adjacent leg. Okay, so we're going to have, if I'm talking about angle B down here, I'm going to have angle B, side B is the opposite leg, side A is the adjacent leg, and C is the hypotenuse. Okay. So when we talk about the ratio of these two sides, we're going to have to look at the two different angles. So I know this looks like it reads sin, but that's just the abbreviation for it, and we use sine. So the sine of an angle, in this case angle A, is the opposite leg, okay, so that's A, over the hypotenuse, which is C. So my ratio is going to be A over C. That will change when I come down here to angle B. If I wanted the sine of angle B, I'm going to take the opposite, which is B, over the hypotenuse, which is C. So that ratio is B over C. Cosine is the ratio of the leg that is adjacent to the angle and to the hypotenuse. Okay, so cosine is the adjacent leg over the hypotenuse. Cosine of an angle A, okay, again, it's going to depend on what angle we're talking about. This first one is A. Okay, the adjacent leg is going to be the one that's joined right at it. It's adjacent to it, it's joined at it, and the hypotenuse makes the other one. So B over C. I'm talking about angle B, the adjacent one there is right next to it. That's called side A, hypotenuse is side C. Tangent is the third ratio that we want you to know. Tangent is the ratio of the leg that is opposite the angle to the leg that is adjacent to the angle. Okay, so tangent is abbreviated with tan, T-A-N, and then we tell what kind of, or which angle we want to look at. So if I'm looking at angle A, okay, up here, I need the opposite leg, which is A, over the adjacent leg, which is B. A over B. The second one says the tan of angle B, which is this one here, is the opposite leg, which is B, over the adjacent leg, which is A. So that ratio would be B over A. Okay, let's stop there for a second and we'll come back with part 2 and how we use these.